It is time for another new episode of The Crowning Achievement, a series where we explore the ins and outs of some of your favorite esports personalities. My name is Fire Blaster, and of course, I'm going to be your tour guide through these journeys of their origins and other things like that. Let's go ahead and see if today's guest is ready to go and ready to roll. We're going to go ahead and give them a call and see if they're available. So let's go ahead and do that. Bo,
Hello.
there he is. So today's guest is the leader of the Kremlin crew and known currently as the best uh, K Rool in North America and possibly the world. Please help me in welcoming today's guest, KirbyKid.
What's going on?
None much, none much. Just one of those things. Just happy to have you on the show. Gonna go over, your origins, get to know you a little bit better for the people out in the world that don't know who you are. Definitely one of those things. So I'm gonna go ahead and do. I'm gonna get our lobby set up, and then I'll send you the codes and everything, and then we'll get the interview started.
Alright, sounds good.
So what have you been up to here the past, few days? You getting just chilling or what?
Just chilling, practicing Smash for Low Tide City next weekend.
Nice, nice. That's going to be a fun event for a lot of people. If you've never been to a major low tide city, it's definitely one of those events that you want to go to. Definitely a fun time. The past few times that I've been to those kind of events. So
Yeah, it is very fun. And after you get out of bracket, there's a water park as well. So if you want to go there, there's also a huge arcade, escape rooms, laser tag, like obstacle courses type stuff.
right.
It's a very fun place to be.
Yeah, I think those uh, those Kalahari Dells are definitely the place to be if you want to just have a fun time.
Absolutely.
All right. So the information for the arena has been sent.
Alrighty, I'm joining up.
I know you got a lot of you guys on YouTube and Twitch might cringe at this, but we're probably gonna be doing the K Rool Ditto because KirbyKid is one of my inspirations to actually keep playing this character because of how some of the crap that he's had to deal with our character. Because K Rool has a lot of issues. Let's just say that when it comes to some of our matchups. So
Yeah. With
all right.
enough work though, you can iron out the weaknesses a little bit and push through.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and start at the beginning. So, how long have you been going to events? What kind of Oh my God,
Oh,
why is this
uh-oh.
stage?
Yeah. All right. Well, we got what's his name? I forget. Uh,
Kazuya.
yeah. Well, that's the character, but the one in the background, his grandpa or his dad.
Uh, I
I
don't
can't remember
remember.
his name. Kazuya dad in the background, just sitting
Kazuya dad.
watching.
But
But
yeah.
anyway, I've been playing like in tournaments and everything since. Let me think. I think it was 2017.
Oh, okay.
I started competing in Smash 4. I started at a Comic-Con tournament, and since then I was like, ooh, this is very fun. Because I'd always been a casual before,
Mhm.
but finally getting the like tournament experience was like invigorating, and I wanted to keep doing more.
So who did? Obviously, we know you as the best K Rool main, and currently in the meta. But who did you play in Smash 4 then?
Well, my tag makes a lot more sense in Smash 4 because I played Kirby.
Oh, really?
So
That
that
must
is where it originally came up.
that must have been a interesting time because Kirby hasn't been good since Brawl. So like one of those things. It's
Yeah.
interesting that was going to be my next question. Obviously, was where your tag came from. So yeah, if it came from Kirby playing Kirby in Smash 4, then that makes sense.
Yep. I was just playing friendlies with someone,
Mhm.
and this guy, he was just like, the guy I was playing against was told by another guy, I'm gonna change
Mhm.
the stage. I have it on random, so I don't know if that was why.
Me go
I'll just
check.
do random battlefield.
Yeah. Make.
I'll do random battlefield.
That's fine. That's fine.
Um, so I'm getting ready to play him, and the other guy from behind is like, "Do you know you're getting ready to play?" And the dude was like, "No." He was like, "You're about to play the Kirby Kid." And so, since then, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna rock that tag. I like it because Kirby is also my favorite video game franchise. So that's
So
the reason why I picked Kirby in the first place.
that's fair. So in other words, that would make sense that you were probably hyped as hell when Kirby got announced for the new game. Then.
Oh yeah, I've already 100% of that game. I'm playing it again. I love the game.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool to hear how people get their inspirations for their tags and stuff like that. That's always, interesting because, different reasons for different strokes for different folks. Let's just put it that way. It's a lot easier to say that. But
Yeah,
what region do you currently hail from?
I live in Louisiana. My specific region type. Oh, this should break. Hold on. Okay, I had to go quiet a little bit there to get it.
He had to get his
Um,
cool combos. Oh my god.
I live in Louisiana, but right now I technically don't have a region because I live super south. My closest region is New Orleans. So like basically I am New Orleans, but I don't live in New Orleans.
Oh, okay, that's fair. And what inspired you to play esports?
Well, so like before the my first Smash tournament, I had always like seen like clips like Eat Smash and stuff.
Mhm.
They would post. Oh, posted like the whole like zero to death
Mhm.
compilations, taunt to get body compilations.
Right.
Um, so seeing all those was like seeing esports was like a really like different thing because I was going coming from a casual. It was like
Right.
it was weird seeing this game that like in just a whole new light basically.
Yeah,
So
I could definitely see where you're coming from. Being a casual player for pretty much my whole life, except for like the past decade. I definitely can see where you're coming from on that. It's definitely a whole different ball game once you start playing this competitively compared to what
oh
you
yes,
would be like as a casual.
yes, absolutely.
So if you were to say you're known for anything in particular, up to this point in your career, obviously, what would that be?
Well, I think the obvious is being like the K Rool main guy type thing. I do consider myself the best, not in like an arrogant way. I just genuinely like believe that, of course. Um, I guess otherwise from that, probably the K logs that I
Oh,
used to make when that originally blew up.
right. That's
And
the
that's pretty much it.
yeah, the K Rool vlogs were hilarious. Like I don't know, like some of the ones like when you were in the grocery stores and stuff.
Yes, that's one of my personal favorites. I haven't actually been told recently. Like someone was just like, "Dude, when's the Hero vlogs coming back?"
That's funny.
So, maybe soon they will come back.
Maybe something to look forward
Maybe.
to for the future.
Yep.
What drives you in particular to succeed in the current meta of Smash Brothers and how everything's been going?
I mean the drive. I mean, I'd say probably just my scene, my sense of like, you know, everyone's improving, of course, and I just kind of I really want to show like what I can do, and continue to do so because I love playing this game. So like I want to be the best I can be, and like just be able to get my name out there.
That's valiant opposition there. Wanting to be the best is definitely one of those things a lot of people strive to do. It would make sense why you are doing what you're doing, so that's cool. Who are some of your biggest rivals or mentors that have helped shape your career up to this point, in your opinion?
Uh, Rivals. I mean, I'll say it's gonna be people from my scene. So like Zai, the Palutena player, number 2 in Louisiana, and Jordan since he's come back. Wario Main from Louisiana as well. Uh, those are definitely the people that's like, all right, you know, Zai. We've been kind of going back and forth. Jordan, he has been beating me. But like this is not like a hatred rival or anything, of course.
No,
But
that
just
like
competition rival.
yeah. I when I ask that question, it's never for like the malcontent kind of hey, the person you hate the most. So you answered
Yeah,
that part. But would you say you ever had a mentor, like somebody like took you aside, like hey, this is what you need to be doing different. Do you
yes.
have anybody?
I had. Sorry, I had two people, two main people. Also, from my scene. Back in Smash 4, it was whoops. Her tag is Faye.
Mhm.
Helped me a ton, especially with the Bayonetta matchup. Because in Smash 4, you needed to know the matchup.
Yeah, Bayonetta was a
Because
problem.
yeah, anytime you're in a bracket, it's like, yeah, you're gonna play this character, so to get the matchup down, she helped me a lot, and just in general gameplay stuff. Another one was also his tag is Knight. He is or used to be one of like the main TOs for Louisiana. He recently stepped back, but
Mhm.
he helped a ton in learning and everything because he used to compete in stuff like WoW and stuff like that. Used to be one of the best, and his like knowledge carries over to Smash as well. So he's very good at giving advice.
Well, that's good that you found somebody that are willing to put in the time and effort to see that there's that glimpse of hope of hey, this guy could be a good player, and they're out there reaching out to you. So that's always cool to see that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what they both always said. The whole like I know how good you actually are type
Mhm.
stuff.
Right, yeah. Like when you have that person that's just like giving you that drive, the hey, you got to keep doing this. You need to do this a little bit better. You have that drive that kicks you in the ass and like makes you want to be that much better. Uh, let's go ahead and we can cover something that I wanted to cover in this. Is obviously your biggest in a lot of people's eyes, your biggest influence currently would be Kirby Dad. And what he's been doing for you. What would you say, like how that dynamic started and where that came from?
Well,
Obviously,
I
he's your
mean,
dad, but I mean, other than
yes.
that.
I will first off, aside from me, I have two sisters, and my dad and mom as well always did everything for them. So like my oldest sister, she's into makeup and beauty. So
Mhm.
they both took her to anything like any beauty schools, any lessons, like whatever. And my younger sister, she loves like acting, music, and theater.
Mhm.
So same thing with her. She would always be taken by either my mom or dad, just to everything: voice lessons, music, theater, acting, any of that sorts. So when it came to gaming, my mom isn't all about she doesn't know much about game, and she has learned a lot since then. But my dad was the one that like knew everything. Well, not everything, but knew about gaming and stuff. So when I, first started competing after the first tournament, I was like, I want to do this more. He was like, all right, we're gonna look for tournaments. We're gonna go to them, and yeah. Um, so he just kind of, I don't know. He doesn't do anything differently in the Smashing. That's just everything he does is who he is.
which is
You know,
awesome.
he doesn't just act differently. Around certain people. Like
Hmm.
when you see Kirby at a major and whatever he does, however he acts, that's exactly how he is at home.
Which is hilarious because I don't know how many times I see him on Twitter just saying random things or dad jokes, which is hilarious. I don't know how many times I've seen those. And like I just be scrolling Twitter and then there's a Kirby dad joke. I'm like, man, this man is just making me laugh. I'm like, this just made my day. Like those kind of things. So it's awesome to see that, you have such supporting parents in this situation because I know esports is just now becoming, oh my god, uh, becoming a new thing with a lot of this. Is like, video games weren't around when a lot of our parents were kids. So like to have that support, which is like a really cool thing, like because I come from an older generation family, so like neither of my parents grew up with video games really. So it's
Mhm.
cool to see have parents that are willing to support you through that because they know that's your passion, which is like hard. Some parents just don't want to support, and that's cool to see that they want to go and get those tournament experiences with you, like through your bads and your goods. So that's
Yeah,
awesome.
it always is so disheartening to see so many parents just brush like video games away. Like whatever, like whether it's a video game or not, like that's your kid's passion. So as a parent, it's your job to whatever it takes to, support your kid in any and everything about it.
Yeah.
Uh, I guess it did help a lot. My dad actually used to game a lot way back, like Atari days. So he always like knew. He's the one that introduced me to gaming, and that's why he was the one to always take me to gaming stuff.
that like I said, that's just cool. Uh, let's go ahead and let's do a dream scenario for you. So this dream scenario, you get the chance to play anyone, anywhere, on any stage. What would it be and why?
So anyone as in like player or
Any
character?
player, any character, any situation, any stage, anything. Like it's your dream scenario. You get to make it up how you want.
Um, hmm. I would love to play. I would love to play Spargo at some like top 8 major,
Hmm.
like huge super major. Uh, I guess like Smash because that's my favorite stage. But yeah, playing against Spargo would probably be the guy like I want to play.
Oh, when I said stage, I meant like tournament, like anything. Like,
Oh, okay.
you're
Yeah,
good.
okay. Yes, tournament. I mean, any super major. I guess I'll say SmashCon. I would
That's
like play him winners finals. You know. Oh, nice. Winners finals. That's the dream.
that's fair. Is there any particular reason why you'd want to play Spargo? Like anything at all? Like maybe you have familiarity in that matchup. Like, do you feel like you could beat him? Like, what are the reasons behind this?
I mean, it can be a character like comfortability, Cloud, Aegis, whatever. I'm totally fine with. But also, I just would love to play against him because I think he's an absolutely insane player,
Oh yeah,
and it would be a huge benefit to get to like play a full set with him.
I would. Yeah, I definitely agree that Spargo, in some people's eyes, currently, other than MK who's clearly the number one, right now, you would have Spargo, which is like at this point uncontested number 2. He's the reason why FaZe decided that they wanted to go into the Smash scene. It's like that's cool on its own. It's like I could
Oh yeah, that's
never have
that's no
said,
small feat.
yeah, I would never have seen FaZe jumping into FGC at all, like period. And then they're like, oh yeah, Genesis top 8. They're like, hey look, we got FaZe Spargo. We're like, what? Like,
That I was screaming. I mean, I was legitimately at Genesis, so seeing that live was amazing.
I bet it was. I wish I would have been there, but money situations come up. You gotta kind of like
Yeah,
take care of your bills and be an adult instead of hey, I'm gonna go to this Smash tournament in California. I'm in Kansas, but let's go to the Smash tournament instead of paying bills. That's a good idea,
yeah. Unfortunately, life does get in the way at some points.
right? Shout out to Tropicool, who's currently in the chat right now. Another K Rool main, actually from
Yo,
California, that was in Nebraska at some time. Definitely a cool feller. Never got to play friendlies or anything. We had talked about possibly playing double K Rool at one of these smaller regionals just to see how it went. But yeah, like that's a cool guy. So let's go
I
ahead
Trop.
and with every positive, we just did the dream scenario, right? There's always negatives. In your opinion, and this gives you a platform, give you opportunity to say how you feel, right? There's no bias here.
hmm
What, in your opinion, would be something that you would like to see implemented or change in the Smash community?
Ooh, that's ah, that is a big. That's I guess I never really sat down. I mean, there always is problems in every community. You'll never not have problems, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. But sometimes action needs to be taken and
Hmm.
stuff. Um, I think a big thing, I guess, in regards with some like in recent times, like different players being banned or something, even if it's for a
Hmm.
limited time or not. There's always a bias,
Hmm.
whether it be a good bias or a bad bias towards a player, and more so, I just consistency needs to be established when in those like situations.
Yeah, I feel
That's
you.
I think that's probably uh, one of the biggest things in my opinion.
Yeah, consistency is definitely a problem there, where somebody will do something and they get banned for this time period, and then another person will do the same exact thing, but they get banned for a longer period of time. So I definitely see where you're like going with, hey, we need more consistency. We need like structure. So I definitely feel where you're coming from on that. So what we're gonna go ahead and do now, we got a few more questions left in the interview. What we're gonna go ahead and do is, do you have any advice for any players, fans, casters, competitors that you would out there that would, hey, I see KirbyKid on, at Low Tide City and he beats Suarez. What kind of advice would you give to those people that are like, hey, this guy just inspired me to play? What advice would you give to those people? Like the new player that you've inspired.
Yes. So, uh, biggest thing is if you know when inspiring someone. I mean, it's not like something you purposefully do. Like something it's still kind of mind-boggling that I can even achieve something like that. But the biggest thing I'd say is firstly find out because find out how you can practice. Like I can give how I practice and stuff. I theory craft a lot. I don't VOD review as much as I should, but little VOD reviewing and just playing the game. That's how I improve the most. But that necessarily doesn't apply to everyone. Sometimes people may just do theory crafting and they're able to just improve purely on that. So like the biggest thing is trying out different things. Oh,
I had to.
that's nice. That's nice. Finding out like what makes you get the most improvement, and also the biggest thing everyone will always tell you: don't give up. It's always said in any and everything in life, but it really not giving up. You already like are doing better than probably like half of the competitors. You know.
Right. That's solid advice. That's solid advice. I can agree with that. It's one of those things like, you have to like strive to get better and not be complacent. Cause a lot of people just are like, hey, I'm the best K Rool in North Central Africa. That's good for me. Like no,
Hmm.
like being complacent. But yeah, I definitely feel you there.
I mean, it's not necessarily wrong for someone to be complacent. I mean, it just their overall vision on what they're wanting to do.
Mhm.
If they want to be, say, the best K Rool in the world, and they, are best K Rool in North, Africa, and they're satisfied with that. Well, it's like, well, no, your vision is to be the best K Rool in the world, so you got to put in that effort, not to be the best in your
Right.
region.
Right. Yeah. I think I just didn't phrase that properly, but yeah, I
Yeah,
definitely.
no, I understand what you mean.
But
More so, rather than being the best, if your goal is to be the best in the world, don't strive to be the best in your region.
all right. So this is called the crowning achievement, which obviously, the reason why I would name my interview show is because I'm a K Rool main, but because
First.
you know I wanted to see what people want to put, as their big achievement up to this point in their careers, right? Like it could be an event placement, it could be a player you beat, like those kind of things. What would you say your crowning achievement up to this point would be in your career, and why would you say it is?
Uh, so I can only choose one. I'm
No, you can
assuming.
have it. It's whatever you feel like
Oh,
you
okay.
like what you're proud of, like what you would put on top of your head as your crown.
Yeah. I think even though it was 2019, it was more so just a start of like great things to come. Was at Congo Saga 2019, which was that was my third major ever, but that was like my first time going really far out.
Mhm.
Was and also got my first ever big upset against Kept, the villager, the best villager in the world, ranked like I think 20 something in Japan. And again, like even though, that was 2019, so that was forever ago now. But again, it was more so just the things to come from that,
Mhm.
because like that was just the start of everything. The more recent biggest crowning achievement I would say was winning Anime Houston. Um, I got knocked into.
You still there?
Wait, can you hear me?
There we go.
Oh, was I cutting out?
Yeah, you cut out for a little bit, but that's okay.
Oh my. Where did I cut out?
Anime Houston.
Oh yes. Uh, so winning Anime Houston, I got knocked into losers by Goblin and made a crazy losers run, beating like Burr from Texas,
Mhm.
all the way to losers finals, beating Epic Gabriel, and then in grand finals beating Kobe the Young Link, resetting the bracket and winning that one as well.
I watched that one. I didn't get to watch it in person. I was actually supposed to come and commentate that event, but I didn't have the money at the time, which sucked because I was like, "Oh yeah, KirbyKid's gonna be there. I want to go and commentate that event." But yeah, things fell through, and it would have been cool because I probably would have had a top 8 spot, so I would have gotten to commentate the best K
On that.
Rool, K Rool main getting to commentate the best K Rool at like in his biggest moment, which would have been cool. I was also supposed to like commentate Congo Saga, but money.
I got you.
But it's all
Yeah,
right.
money
It'll be
sometimes is an issue.
yeah. Uh, Now we're gonna go ahead and do all my questions are pretty much done. What we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna go ahead and play like one more friendly after this, and I'm gonna open it up to our audience. If anything you guys want to ask KirbyKid and the audience, this would be the great time to do it. This is your chance to give him, some things that are on your mind or what you want to ask. You can go ahead and do that because we're gonna run one more, and then we'll do some closing stuff. So any kind of questions at all, I'm sure KirbyKid would be open to those kind of questions.
Yep, I am open to any and everything.
Oh, Tropical has actually a very good question. In your opinion, who are the top 5 current and active K Rools in your opinion?
Okay. I mean, man, do I have to do this ordered?
I'm guessing you would probably want to try to order it.
Oh, dang. Okay, I would say, dang.
He's putting you on the spot.
Yeah, about that any and everything. Yeah, no, I'm just messing. um, I think. I mean, I guess I'm gonna put me as number one. Again, I never mean it. I don't know. Me ranking myself as number one has always been like even if I know it's true, it's like I don't know. I don't want to come across as airing anything about it.
I wouldn't even
But
say it's arrogance. I would say based on your wins, placements in most majors that you've been to up to this point, and like just straight up consistency, I would say you're definitely number one. Because you've
all
got
right,
wins on like Suarez, you took Meister pretty far in your set. You guys played at LTC. You've beaten Goblin. You've beaten Epic Gabriel. So yeah, I would not say that realistically you're definitely not even no. I wouldn't even say there are a couple K Rools that are in the ballpark of you, but I wouldn't say that they're like within a few bases at that point. If you get my baseball reference.
yeah, I get you. I think for number two, I think I would actually put Tropical unless there's another K Rool I'm not aware of, but he's the one I've seen like get insanely good wins. Third, there's I have not seen much, but there's one in France, I think.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking. I can't remember their Raffy.
Rafi, yes. Uh, yes, I've just heard a lot of people talk really good about him.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so he would be in my third spot.
He's from he's
For
German.
German, okay, that's really cool. Uh, number four. I guess I would I put Copel. Copel?
Opal, okay,
Copel?
yeah.
Copel, yeah. Copel, another one just have heard really good things. And
Michigan, yeah.
I assume, I don't know if Knuckles Up still actually plays competitive that much. I remember seeing a while ago that he was retiring. I don't know if that's still true.
He
But either
plays,
way,
but he doesn't play at the same time.
okay. Well, the stuff I've seen from him, I would put him in my number 5 spot. So it'd be me, Tropical, Raffi, Copel, and Knuckles Up.
Okay, and I'm gonna add on to that question. Who would you say is the biggest up and coming K Rool at this point? Like, let's just say that. How about that?
Biggest up and coming. I think
You had to think about it.
Skips.
Skips.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think Skips can be really good. I know he doesn't actually go to too many tournaments, but I think with some refined gameplay stuff, he can go the distance for sure.
That's fair. I would also put in that up and coming category. I'd put King Robo. He's definitely been making moves in MDVA.
Yes.
Like,
Absolutely not. King Robo, I can't believe I
you're
I feel
good.
so I feel bad now.
There,
Actually he's such a cool dude, and yes, I completely agree as well. He's in that same category of definitely just need to refine stuff, but he can do some stuff even
yeah.
now.
I could feel you. I could feel you. I don't know. It irritates me when like people who really don't know like the K Rool community make these tier lists and stuff of K Rools, because like you look at it and you're like, okay, this makes sense. This makes sense. But then you look at the rest of your list and you're like, what's going on here? Like that top, like the top 50 K Rools worldwide, and you looked at the list and you're like, that person's an O tour. That person's a 1 tour. That person's a 2 tour. They got a couple decent wins, but you're like, and you're
I
like,
didn't even I didn't know there was a top 50K rule list made.
yes, there was. There was one a couple months ago. It would have been right before out low tide, and they had like some dude was like, hey, this is the top 50 K rules worldwide, and they had this list, and I was like, you're missing so many people. Oh, a K rule up and coming that I forgot the list on that would be Bordy as well, if you know who that is.
40. I do
Arkansas
not.
K rule PR'd.
Arkansas.
Yes.
Okay.
So it was funny. So me and him. So back there's uh some background. Me and KirbyKid actually first got. We had talked on Twitter multiple times before we met, but we met at Low Tide City because we were gonna meet at Riptide, but the flooding happened in Louisiana and stuff, and he had personal things he had to take care of. So we
Yeah.
met, and that's where I'd previously met Bordy, which is a great K Rool in Arkansas, but he was drunk, so he didn't remember me. We talked at Lua. This guy is really good K Rool. I knew who he was, right? Because obviously I'm a commentator, want to keep up with everything. But then he started asking me about matchups and stuff, and he actually made it out of Low Tide City Pool's loser side by beating a Paracane from Florida. So it's just one of those things. Like he's got a decent list of wins, but like he's not well traveled yet. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say we got a decent list of K rules that like up and comers and stuff. And see what's funny, right, is tomorrow's episode. You'll never guess. You'll never guess who our interviewee for tomorrow is.
Oh no, who is it?
Knuckles up.
Oh, you got the double K rule.
I was funny because like I was doing my listing and trying to figure out who was gonna be on the show and everything, and then I was like, yeah, I want to get KirbyKid on, and then Knuckles Up messaged me like literally right after you did, and we got it scheduled. I'm like, that's funny because like, you know, getting 2K rules in a row. I don't know how my audience is gonna feel about that, but oh, and
Yeah.
Tropical has another question. Go ahead, Trop.
All right. What is it?
What
Let
is
me
the
know.
question? I'm kind of curious.
Only
Oh,
kinda.
okay. This is like the mystery behind the door kind of thing from Foster's Home. It's like, what's the secret behind the secret door? Uh,
Yeah.
Tropical wants to know when the matchup chart's gonna be posted.
Ah ha ha ha. I mean, well, despite. I mean, I was. Oh no. Um. Let's see. How about 100% guarantee we'll post it? Like no tricks, no sleeves, no jokes, no none. At 10K followers on Twitter. I'm at 9,153. So that's about 800 something more, but
That's fair.
I'm gonna put that out there.
10,000 followers. You guys heard it here first on the crowning achievement. This guy will finally, after 3.5, 4 years of not posting a people constantly asking him for a K Rool matchup chart, in his opinion, will finally post it. So if you guys want to go ahead and flare that up, you can definitely do that. Yeah, that's true. Every matchup chart is currently different right now, so I definitely feel
Yes.
you. But we're gonna go ahead and so we're gonna do the closing things right now. So
Actually, hold on.
yeah,
One thing.
yes,
Actually, I wanna change that.
you want
Instead of 10,000, I'm gonna make it really easy. So I'm at 9,153 right now, right?
to? Mm-hmm.
9,200 followers. I'll do it.
Oh, 9,200. But okay,
So
okay.
that is only that is 47 followers.
47 followers. So Trop, if you really want to get it, you can make 47 burners.
Oh yeah, hold on. I mean, okay, it gotta be people, not some burners.
We're definitely gonna tweet that after the show goes. After the show ends, we will go ahead and have him tweet that, so that way we can.
Alrighty.
Man's a man of his word. It'll happen
I am a man of
overnight.
my word.
It'll happen overnight. I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised.
if the clip gets posted, I do see it just kind of happening.
Yeah, go ahead and clip it, Trop. uh, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do some closing things. So, do you have any future events? Obviously, you were just talking about Low Tide City at the beginning of the show. Any
Hmm.
other future events we can look forward to see this thick boy at?
Well, I am trying to go to. I want to see if I can make it to Double Down, the tournament in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
I am confirmed for Super Smash Con.
Nice.
Um, trying to think what other majors are there. CEO in June. That's another one I'm trying to make.
Nice. Nice.
I think that's it for right now. Um, currently with no sponsor at the moment, it's a little tight, but I
Understandable.
will do my best.
Understandable. At this point, do you have any shout outs or anything you like to promote at this point? This is your opportunity.
If you want to be squeaky clean, as the K Rool himself, you get yourself some KirbyKid soap on SmasherSoap.com. And you can use code KirbyKid for 10% off as well. So, it's a
Nice.
win-win.
Nice. Nice. I love the
Squeaky
organic
clean.
plug.
Yeah, they use natural goat milk, other good natural ingredients that I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's always advertised.
Hmm. Uh,
But yes.
yeah, that's awesome. Anybody else you want to shout out or anything like that?
I guess as always, shout out to Kirby Dad
Kirby Dad, yeah, the man with the
for
plan.
making this possible.
Well, yeah, because without Kirby Dad, there would be no Kirby Kid, so that's definitely
Yeah.
understandable. Uh, where can we find you at?
Well, you can find me on Twitter, KirbyKid at KirbyKid with 2 underscores. Even though I haven't streamed in a long time, I do want to get back on the
Hmm.
streaming soon. KirbyKid underscore, just 1 underscore there. And same thing with the streaming. I haven't really posted anything to YouTube, but if you want to follow my YouTube as well, it's just KirbyKid, with the K Rool cheese profile picture, of course.
Yeah, and if
But
you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and organically plug on my end as well as with YouTube. I have to have 100 unique subscribers before I get my unique URL. So if you guys can give me a follow on YouTube, that'd be greatly appreciated as well.
well,
So, because I've been trying to, there are a lot of these interviews I've done so far. This is my 5th episode. I want to keep them as organic as possible. So we're gonna try to keep them uncut for the most part and post them on YouTube. So if you guys enjoy this series, be greatly appreciated. Help me out a long way. But thank you so much, KirbyKid, for being on the show. Like I said at the beginning of the show, you were definitely one of the inspirations for me to keep playing this character. Because there for a very long time, I didn't want to play this character anymore. I'm going to be dead honest. I have Palus, I have Wolves, and I have Falcos in my region. And nobody wants to play those matchups. Those matchups suck for K Rool. But yeah, you definitely inspired me for that. So thank you so much for that, and hope you have yourself a fantastic rest of your week.
Oh
And
yeah, no
enjoy,
problem.
and good luck at low
Thank you for
tide.
having me on.
Yeah, and I appreciate that as well.
But
All right,
yeah,
all right. I'm gonna do the sign out. So thank you so much, guys, for being a part of the Crowning Achievement episode number 5. Great time again. Having KirbyKid on the show is a great time. Knuckles Up is the tomorrow's episode. Go ahead, and if you like this content, please give me a follow on this platform, which is Twitch. If you can give me a follow on YouTube, that'd be greatly appreciated.
KirbyKid_
Thank
is
you
now
for the
following.
follow, KirbyKid. So if you can go ahead and follow me on YouTube, be greatly appreciated. If you like my interactions, I'm on Twitter at Fireblaster65. And thank you so much again for all you tuning in. This is Fireblaster signing out. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day, and look forward to speaking with you guys tomorrow with Knuckles Up. Thank you guys, and have a nice rest of your evening.
peace.